We talked about two perspectives on life. We said that if a person runs away from life's difficulties seeking comfort, the inevitable challenges of life will lead them to decline. On the contrary, if a person magnifies life's challenges in their mind, they will realize that life is not as arduous as it seems, and that comfort exists too. Laziness drives a person to deceive themselves and follow their nafs. The desire for comfort compels a person to build fantasies and stray from reality. Instead of working on themselves, they seek easy paths. The desire for comfort is one of the primary human desires. If we direct this desire incorrectly, we end up deprived of it. The jihad against the nafs begins with struggling against the demand for comfort. Go against the desire for comfort so that you may live a comfortable life. The first desire a human experiences is also comfort. As a child, a person is not interested in lust, status, or wealth. The only demand of a child's nafs is comfort. This desire accompanies them throughout life. Anything that takes away comfort causes them distress. Anything that brings comfort is pleasing. Why does a child cry for the first time? Because they've lost their comfort. Hunger, separation from the mother, cold, or heat. These discomforts make the child cry. Our first cry stems from this. Why does a child not want to study? Because they don't want to give up their rest. After school, they do not even want to change their clothes. They are lazy. They want comfort. The demand for comfort is essentially laziness. This is one of the most significant desires of the nafs. The demand for comfort and laziness distance a person from life's philosophy. As a result, they cannot live life properly. If a society falls prey to the disease of laziness, social life loses its dynamism, halts progress, and declines. Those who do not exert themselves often oppress others. Not every worldly person seeks wealth. The demand for comfort, that is, love for the world, manifests in various forms. For one, it might appear as lust, for another as avarice, for yet another as deceit. Therefore, someone chasing comfort can never develop. This feeling prevents understanding religion correctly. The root cause of all crimes committed under the guise of religion is the lack of struggle against the nafs and laziness. Those who seek to get close to God with the easiest means end up as criminals. The Prophet of Islam was so far removed from the demand for comfort that when sitting, he would not lean on anything. Prophet Ibrahim would not sit in the same place for long so that he would not become accustomed and comfortable. By avoiding comfort and enduring hardships, life becomes dynamic and interesting. Comfort binds a person and takes away their freedom. A person who escapes comfort cuts all ties and becomes free. Comfort subjects a person to various influences. Escaping comfort removes these influences. One day, the Prophet, after dismounting from his camel and going some distance, returned to tie the camel's legs. Observing this, the companion said, "O Messenger of Allah, you had walked away from here, and we were with the camel. You could have asked us to tie its legs." The Prophet replied, "Allah does not like a believer to entrust their task to someone else." If the Prophet had asked his companions to tie the camel's legs, it would not have been a sin or wrong, but he was not even willing to accept this small comfort. The Muslim community must also live with this spirit. Laziness should be alien to a Muslim society. Other desires of the nafs are closely tied to the demand for comfort. A person who does not struggle against their comfort cannot easily combat their lust or anger. Just as one must slow down before turning when driving fast, the struggle against nafs is similar. If you do not crush comfort in time, you will show weakness when fighting against lust. If a person learns to give up comfort in childhood, when they don't understand what lust is, they will be able to fight lust in adulthood. Hadiths most often recommend young people to fight against laziness. If this aspect is corrected, other aspects become easier to fix. Our religion encourages young people to engage in sports that do not involve winning or losing, to go on walks, to climb mountains. In other words, to endure hardship, not to be lazy. At the same time, they should not endure hardship for winning games. They should not suppress one desire of the nafs with another, because this is no longer a struggle against nafs, but rather a surrender to the search for comfort. And the consequence of this is more on this in the next episode.